Nukenites, this is it. Will Hiya evolve into the giant blue thing that looked like a snake or whatever, giant dragon thingy? Will he evolve into that and move into the semifinals? Will Stork take his second semifinal in a row after sweating profusely? All the players have really been sweating bullets tonight. It must be like 100 degrees in there. Will Nuke's voice hold out? All these questions and more will be answered in this last exciting episode of the Round of 8. But yeah, this is it. Everything comes down to this moment. The last semifinalist moves out from this game. And I'm excited, but also very scared at the same time, because I know that Stork could easily be eliminated. Well, not easily, but he could be eliminated by Hiya. Which wouldn't be a huge deal because I like Hiya. I really do like Hiya as a player. He's a cool guy, he's a funny guy, and he's an interesting player. So I wouldn't feel bad about him being in the semifinal. However, Stork is my favorite player, so I can't help but hold out hope that he can make it to the semis. Come on, Storko. Don't let me down. Except, up at the 2 o'clock position in Beige is Hiya. That means down at the 8 o'clock position in red is Stork. Oh, man. Just tingles, man. Tingles. That last game was messy but satisfying, as I think most of the games were tonight. It's like a good food fight or something. Messy but satisfying. Yeah, back when I used to work at Wendy's many years ago, that's what would happen. We'd have a lot of food fights. You don't know what happens at a Wendy's when everyone leaves. Everyone leaves, you lock up the doors, and then you just start throwing pickles at each other. That's basically what we did. Customers leave, the pickles fly. Here's Stork. He's going to do... he's moving out, putting down his pylon, and I can't help but do play-by-play right now because my mind is just going 1,000 different directions. I have so many things on my mind. Not the least of which being Stork's chances of taking the freaking title. Now that it's 1-1, I did not think it would get to 1-1. In all honesty, I thought that Stork would 2-0 Hiya. I think I made that clear in my preview video when I said that Hiya did not have much of a chance at all. And he still doesn't, really. I mean, that last game was very messy from both. Very, very messy. And Stork almost managed to muscle his way back in that game. Just through sheer pissheadedness. So I think Hiya definitely still has the uphill battle. It's still going to be tough for him to do this. But if he has another awesome drop strategy or something prepared for this map, I think he could do it. I really do think Hiya can defeat Stork if he has the same great strategy. But of course, this is a huge map. There are cross positions, so any kind of dropship play will be very difficult to pull off. Very, very difficult. Stork is going to be keeping an eye on that, and probably be able to intercept the dropship if he does go for dropship play. But Hiya is going straight for the 10 o'clock base. Going to look up there for Stork. Not going to find it. These two workers are going to meet in the map. They're going to have a square off, man. We're going to see somebody get served. We're going to have that dance off that I was talking about a couple seasons back. Somebody's going to get served. Where's the boombox? I don't see it, man. But there is the barracks is pumping. There come the workers. Yeah, oh, somebody got served there. I think it was the SCV. I think it stopped and got served. But here comes Hiya. He's going to throw down his base already. Already throwing down his next command center. So Hiya going to build a bunker at the front, try to protect as he did in the last game against ranged Dragoons. And there's the first Zealot looking around, trying to snipe the SCV, unsuccessful. So Stork is just going to rely on his first Dragoon to take down that SCV scout. And hopefully he can scout the SCV before his Dragoon range is done or anything. Dragoon range just started spitting. If it is Dragoon range, might not be, might be a fake out. Might be +1 air attack, which is a cheaper upgrade, and so you lose fewer minerals when you cancel it. Let's see if Stork can get rid of this scout. Keep the scouting information away. There's a first Dragoon going to try to snipe that last SCV. It's hanging around. I think the Stork is finally taking down the SCV as chasing it down, going to take it down inside that base. And now Stork is actually moving up with a probe and a Zealot inside of the main. to take down some Marines, but looks like Hiya is in control of his Marines in this game. That didn't work out very well in his first set against Stork. Stork got so much damage done with just the initial Zealot. But look at this micro from Hiya. He only loses one. Oh, he loses two of his Marines. I spoke a bit too soon, but he finally took down the Zealot. And that Stork moving out already with his Dragoons. I wish the observers would look inside of his base. Okay, he does still have the Dragoon range spinning, so he will just go for the bunker bust. Try to get rid of that bunker at the front. As Hiya is working up, this is very similar to the last set. Very similar openings from the two. So we might see another dropship strategy from Hiya. I think it might be in the cards. Even though it's cross positions, I mean, Stork has to expand somewhere. He's going to expand out further. So those expansions are going to be a little bit easier reach for the dropship play. There's Stork taking a bit too much Marine fire. He only got shield damage, though, so not a huge deal from him. But he's waiting on his Dragoon range at the front, positioning those Dragoons perfectly in a nice little arc so he can cause some pressure at the front. Engineering Bay up already for Hiya. He has definitely learned from that first game. Going straight for the Engineering Bay, going to have turrets prepared for any Reaver harassment. Okay, Stork putting on pressure as he likes to do with all of his Dragoons. And Hiya probably going to have to commit another SCV to that soon, because Stork coming in with his 4th Dragoon. And the first tank. Oh, that first tank. I'm still remembering the first set when the first tank was sniped. Ah, bad times, bad times. I think after that, Hiya just kind of fell apart mentally. The loss of that tank, I think, hurt him more than it seemed. It hurt his unit count and his mental state. Okay, Hiya is preparing his siege mode, as Stork still applying the pressure to the bunker at the front. So Hiya should be able to hold. He's slowly losing that bunker, though, so he might commit another SCV to repairing. Yes, he is. He cancels the turret at the front. Gonna put another SCV on that just so he can more easily repair the bunker. But here comes the first tank. I hope we see another tank snipe. But Stork already going for his 3rd base again. Yeah, he's heavily macroing in this game, in these games. And he did in the first set as well. This is pretty much the same build from Stork in all 3 of the sets. Hiya is the one who has been adapting, so that might play an important part. But Hiya is keeping his distance with his tank too, sieging that. So Stork is going to have to back off. Oh, one Dragoon being sniped there. He's waiting for the Dragoons to all take the shield shots before he moves away. Just making Hiya commit more minerals to repairing that bunker. But, okay, Stork is working on his 3rd base. He won't be completely able to bulldog himself in as he did in the first set this time around. But he is waiting for Reavers yet again. Yep, this has been the same build from Stork in all 3 games. And let's see if he can make it work more like the first set than the second set. But as I've said, this is cross positions big map, so drop strategies from Hiya wouldn't be as effective. It would be harder to be effective anyway, and catch Stork by surprise. But Stork going to have that 3rd base up and running soon. Already has his 2nd base, working on his observatory to help against the mines. I mean, I look at this base layout from Hiya, almost identical to the last set. It's kind of bizarre, actually. Continent time causality. But Stork, 3rd base up, very comfortably mining. He's moving out for some Reaver harassment. Going for that harassment. And Hiya is actually out here with an SCV. Will he manage to scout this? He's going out with this SCV. Oh, I thought for sure that SCV was going to get some kind of weird miracle scout of that shuttle. He's looking around for it. He's that crazy SCV, scout SCV, looking for the shuttle. But he wasn't quite able. Oh, he finds it now. What is Stork doing? Stork was falling back for some reason, but now he's completely scouted, and Hiya is prepared for this. I'm not sure why Stork backed off from that. Actually, he might have been waiting for his ground army to keep up with him, to go for a more aggressive attack at the front. But we'll find out soon what his intentions are. Hiya scouts the 3rd base. He sees that with his SCV, and I think the SCV is going to be taken down pretty quickly. And Hiya has some nicely placed turrets, so I don't think that Stork is going to be able to get any harassment done. Hiya is completely prepared for the Reaver harassment, and has been for the last couple of games. So Stork and definitely not going to be as effective Reaver harassment as he did in the first set. Alright, let's see what Stork can do now. Getting his Citadel of Adun Probably going to see him work his way to Arbiters. That's the most likely thing on this map. Carriers, not quite as good. Plus going for the Citadel this soon. First person perspective of Stork, we're going to see some Gosu micro from him, some Reaver micro as he's working his way in, trying to get rid of that pesky turret. Does take the turret down, and I think that was the only turret on the top side of that base, so he can somehow manage to get another, to get a shuttle in and not have it die to Marines. He would definitely be able to put himself in a more advantageous position, but he tried to sneak into a position where he could drop his Reaver and take out the Marines on the ground, but he couldn't quite find the right place. Chased off by the Marines again, so another unsuccessful harassment from Stork. Getting his Templar archives. So you might see some High Templar out there first, but I'm guessing the Arbiters are on the way soon. I think that Stork is going to focus on that 6 o'clock base. He has a red dot down there. I'm going to probably try to build a Nexus if he can, following the troops on the ground with that observer. Stork is coming in right now with his shuttle and a lot of Dragoons, whole lot of Dragoons out in the map. So we can get some nice Zealot bombs. You might be able to take this engagement, or Reaver bombs, or what have you. Of course, a Reaver bomb, that would not be very efficient at all. Never mind the Reaver bomb comment. But Stork being fended back. So Hiya is getting a pretty powerful push on, and Stork is going to have to get some more Zealots into play. He doesn't have any Zealots right now, and he's probably waiting to throw them out there. But the Reaver taking down some more Vultures. But yeah, here come the Zealots finally from Stork. Stork trying to get lucky there and take down the tanks. So close, though. He almost lost his Reaver to the shots from the tanks. And he does a Zealot bomb there. Drops the Zealot on top of the tank. Takes out the tank with the splash from the other tanks. And that is a Zealot bomb. And he's built plenty of gateways, so Stork will probably be able to get a nice flank on Hiya before Hiya gets to that third base. Although Hiya is inching forward very quickly, very quickly. There's Stork loading up his shuttle yet again with some more Zealots. Going to try to do another couple of Zealot bombs on those siege tanks. But Hiya pushing very quickly. The Zealots are still not speed upgraded, so that's going to hurt Stork a lot as he pushes. Okay, speed, clutch speed from Stork. Perfect time to drop, and he uses his Reaver Scarabs very effectively. Hiya can't focus in on the Reaver. Takes a couple of Scarabs. Oh, he takes down the Reaver, but not before losing 2 of his own tanks. And his push has failed now, and Hiya's going to have to fall back, play defensively as he's working up to his third base, his inside mineral-only base. So Hiya trying to hold that to the best of his ability, but he's dripping with sweat too. Man, everyone's sweating so much tonight. It's kind of gross, but Stork is pushing in, getting his 4th base as he's being the aggressor. But as I've said many times, the high ground areas on this map are a major advantage. If you can hold those, you can pretty much get the defense on. But everyone is so excited. The Stork fans are still so excited. The Stork is pushing through, taking out that inside 2 o'clock base, and Hiya is going to have a very tough time defending that, I think. He's probably going to have to cancel this. He's coming in with a... Yeah, he does cancel the command center, and Stork drags a mine into another tank and taking down the barracks, so no more factories for a while for Hiya. So Hiya not doing too well now that Stork is getting up his 4th base, and he's still stuck at 2. And there is Stork going for his Arbiters now. He built his Stargate, so it means that the Arbiter Tribunal will be on the way. Just looking for it right now. The observers are like, where's the Arbiter Tribunal? I don't see the Arbiter Tribunal. Told us, we're scared. But Stork is hanging around in the middle still with his large grouping of units. It's about to become much larger because off of these 4 bases, Stork is going to be able to macro up so many units. But there's the Arbiter Tribunal finally from Stork being scanned actually as soon as it pops up by Hiya. Of course, I'm not sure if there's much Hiya can do about it. Since he's still stuck at 2 bases, he was committing so much to that attack. He committed a lot of his resources to getting the contain, taking out that 3rd base from Stork, playing aggressively, but everyone in the audience is pretty happy, so I imagine they are Stork fans at this point. But Stork is taking his 5th base, the mineral only at the inside, working on a lot of upgrades from 2 forges. Of course, one of the forges wasn't spinning, but it soon will be. And alright, Stork. I'd say Stork definitely has the advantage in this game now. He caused a lot of damage, a lot of unit damage, and he took out that base, perspective base from Hiya at the inside. 2 o'clock. So Stork does have the advantage, and I think he might be going for another attack of Hiya. Yeah, a lot of Dragoons for Stork moving up the map. Whole lot of Dragoons for him. Wow, that's a lot of freaking Dragoons. And Stork, but of course he's going to have to throw his Zealots up. I don't think he has enough Zealots to do this attack, really. Mostly Dragoon army from Stork. He's going to try to get some Zealot bombs on top of the tanks, get lucky as far as that goes. Now, throwing the Zealots at the front, the Zealots are not going to last too long, and it's going to be up to Stork to use basically all Dragoons to fight this back, but he might be able to do it. Stork, he's pushing through. And of course, he can sacrifice everything here, and it won't really matter because he's just grinding down the unit count from Hiya while still keeping 4 bases himself. But can he do it? Stork's pushing. He still has a couple of Zealots at the front. He was waiting for those reinforcement Zealots before he completely pushed. But now he's forced to retreat a bit. But he's caused a lot of damage here, taking down all but 3 tanks at the natural. Going to be able to pick at that inside 2 o'clock yet again as Zealots are streaming up the map. Zealots are streaming up. And Stork is out of Dragoons, so he's just going to go in with a Zealot army, all Zealots. But he might be able to get it done with that Zealot army. Oh no, deciding to back off just in case there's a huge minefield he runs into. He's like, okay, I need some Dragoons in my army. Alright, Hiya trying to macro up. Very difficult at this stage in the game. He doesn't even have any SCVs mining from that inside 2 o'clock, even though he's basically out of mining inside of his main, I imagine. But Stork is taking a hidden base up at the 12 o'clock. Hiya will not know about that for a long time unless he kind of inadvertently runs into it, because that is definitely not the natural place you would expand as a Protoss player from the lower left. Alright, Hiya's looking around. The first Arbiter is out. A little hidden action behind that bar. Hard to tell what was happening behind that. It's like a sensor bar. I hope that nothing naughty was happening behind that. Nothing horrible. But, okay. Stork, 4 bases, soon to be a 5th. Upgrades everywhere. Lots of gateways, Arbiters. So I think that Stork has this as long as he keeps attacking Hiya. Because if he keeps attacking Hiya, he'll eventually grind him down to no units. And still have bases of his own out there mining. But alright, Stork fending off the Vultures a bit. Okay, the Vultures looking around, trying to find some way to do some harassment. And I don't think it's going to be possible. Stork has his units around each of the bases, taking his 10 o'clock. So he's taking bases all over the place. Stork trying to mega macro up his macro. And Hiya is looking completely exasperated. He's landing some mine shots on these Dragoons, but yeah, Hiya is camping out with his tanks at his natural expansion, just hoping he can group up enough to do a game-ending doom push on Stork. Hoping that Stork will overexpand a bit, which he is kind of doing. He's expanding everywhere, expanding down at the 5 o'clock now, as he expanded at the 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock. So, alright, Stork is going to clean up this Vulture troop at his 10 o'clock position, but he is going for a game ender. Look at all these freaking Zealots. Oh, Stork is going for this thing. He's basically maxed. He's at 193 population, so he can definitely afford to attack. So, hey, why not? And he has his Arbiter now, so hopefully the Arbiter has some stasis energy. But let's see what Stork can do. He is grouping up units, moving in to Hiya's natural expansion. He's moving up here. There's a stasis on the units that didn't really matter, the Goliaths, but there's a shuttle coming in. I guess that was a help the anti-air to get some nice Zealot bombs. Yeah, that's going to be it. Stork destroying Hiya. Hiya down to nothing. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it. GG from Hiya, and Stork moves into yet another semi-final. Go Stork! Okay, I couldn't contain it any longer. Fanboyism for the win! Sung Byung-gu! Sung Byung-gu! Vuvuzela guy and the Horn of Gondor guy going crazy. I hear them both. But alright. Man, that was an excellent day 2 of the round of 8. That's probably one of the best day 2s of the round of 8 I've ever casted. And this has been Nuke. I have no idea when I'll be able to do the semifinals because I'm moving into a new place. I got to get that internet going. I don't know how long it takes for them to send me the stuff for the wireless, but we'll find out soon. This has been Nuke. I will read your comments at work. See you guys later.
그것은 김현우 역시 마찬가지.